Spending Bitcoin might sound simple, just type in an address, press send, and it's done. But here's the truth. One small mistake could cost you your coins and they could be gone forever. In this video, I'm going to walk you through how to send Bitcoin safely, whether you're moving it to your own wallet or sending it to a friend. We'll look at addresses and networks, how to use exchange apps and personal wallets, what fees and confirmations actually mean, and the mistakes you need to avoid. And we're even going to look at some hidden quirks of the Bitcoin system most people don't talk about. By the end, you'll know how to send Bitcoin with confidence without the stress of making a costly mistake. Before you can send Bitcoin, there are a few things you must have in place. Think of it like preparing for a road trip. You need your car, you need your map, and some fuel in the tank. In the world of Bitcoin, your car is your exchange account or your personal wallet. The map is the recipient's address, and the fuel is a small network fee you'll need to pay to miners for processing your transaction. Now, once you've got those three, you're kind of ready to go. A Bitcoin address is like a long, complicated account number. It looks like a string of random characters, but it's actually the digital location of where your Bitcoin will land. To make it easier, many wallets let you scan a QR code instead of copying this long string of text. But here's a rule you can't forget. Bitcoin only moves on the Bitcoin network. If you accidentally try to send it over another chain like Ethereum or the Binance Smart Chain, your funds won't bounce back and they'll most likely be lost forever. So double check. Always compare the first few and last characters of the address, and if possible, scan the QR code. It's like making sure you typed the right street number into your GPS before hitting the road. So let's start with exchanges, since that's where most beginners like to buy their Bitcoin. On apps like Coinbase or Cash App or Paybis, the process is pretty straightforward. So you open the app, you go to send, paste or scan the Bitcoin address and type in how much you want to send. The app's going to show you the fee for the transaction. That's the payment to the miners for keeping the network running. Now you review the address and the fee carefully, and once everything looks correct, you hit confirm. From there, the app broadcasts your transaction to the Bitcoin network. And within a few minutes, you'll start seeing confirmations, so proof that your transfer is moving through the system. But what if you're using your own wallet like Ledger or Trezor, or a mobile app such as the Trust Wallet or Paybis? So these steps are nearly the same. You open your wallet, you select Bitcoin, you hit send, you paste and scan your address, you enter the amount and you confirm it. But the difference is control. With an exchange, the platform is holding your funds until you send them out. With a wallet, you hold the private keys. That gives you full ownership, but also full responsibility. Imagine the difference between keeping your cash in a bank account versus in a safe in your house. Now, one is convenient, the other puts you in total control. Now let's talk about something that confuses almost every beginner, fees and confirmations. Think of the Bitcoin network a bit like an airport. Every transaction is a plane waiting to take off. Your network fee, well, that's the ticket class. Pay for first class and you board right away. Stick with the cheapest ticket and you might be waiting in the terminal while dozens of planes take off before yours. Confirmations are like flight checkpoints. The first confirmation is your plane leaving the gate. A few more and you've cleared the runway. By the time you've passed 6 confirmations, your flight is cruising at a safe altitude, safe and secure, impossible to turn back. So the fees decide how quickly you get into the air, and confirmations prove your journey is locked in. So here's a checklist I use before sending any Bitcoin, and it takes less than 30 seconds. First, I check the address, just the first few and the last few characters. Second, I check the network. It has to say Bitcoin, not another chain. And third, I check the fee. Is it reasonable for the current traffic on the network, or is it super high? If all three are green lights, I hit send. And if any one of them looks wrong, I stop and I double check. These 3 steps have saved me and will save you a lot of money. Now here's something you won't hear in most beginner guides. When you send Bitcoin, your wallet doesn't always move just one neat pile of coins. Instead, it uses a system called UTXOs, unspent transaction outputs. Now, think of this a bit like spare change in your pocket. If you pay with 3/4 for something that costs 50 cents, you get 25 cents back as change. In Bitcoin, sometimes you're left with lots of these tiny fragments which are called dust. When fees are high, spending that dust can actually cost more than it's worth. Now that's why wallets sometimes consolidate during quiet times. So they sweep all the little change into one pile. It's completely normal, but it helps to know why your balance sometimes looks a little odd after the transfer. So sometimes a transaction can get stuck. It doesn't have confirmations for hours. Most of the time this means you set the fee too low. Some wallets will let you fix this with a feature called replace by fee, or RBF, which is like moving your car into the fast lane by paying a higher toll. But if you send Bitcoin to the wrong address or the wrong network, unfortunately there's no way to pull it back. Unless you control the wallet on the other end, it is gone. So that's why those 3 green light checks are so important. They prevent problems before they happen. So let's wrap it up with some habits that make sending Bitcoin safer over time. If you're moving a large amount, send a small test amount first, $5, just to make sure it arrives, and then send the rest. Save trusted addresses in your wallet or exchange so you're not pasting fresh ones every time. And if you're storing Bitcoin longer term, consider a hardware wallet. It keeps your funds offline and away from online threats. Think of them a bit like seat belts and airbags. Most of the time you're not going to need them, but when you do, they are lifesavers. So that's how to send Bitcoin safely, whether you're moving it to your own wallet or sending it to a friend. You learned what addresses and networks mean, how to use exchanges and wallets, what fees and confirmations really do, and the 3 safety checks before hitting send, and even the hidden quirk or Bitcoin dust. If you found this guide useful, please do hit the like button. It really does help others find videos like this, and subscribe if you want more crypto guides. We've got more videos coming up on withdrawing Bitcoins, using crypto calculators and simple trading strategies. Tell me in the comments what the first transfer you're planning to make is, whether you're paying a friend, testing your hardware wallet, or moving coins off an exchange.